Hi, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Um, this is my second assignment, and I want to try these clothes or this costume because it's an important part of my final project. So you can see my eyes at this moment, but it's I have a reason to have these clothes and use my cell phone to take this first video because I want to make this introduce my character of Paul of Stars because I mean my final project because I'm going to tell you a little about with this camera with my cell phone because I have at this moment I have my computer to record the other part of this second assignment because I want to show you my script and then I have the script in my computer so I want to record the screen and record myself to show you all the script and explain you. But I want to introduce my character because if you don't know, teacher, because I say it in the first assignment, I want to make like an interview or the podcast is like interview between two characters. Well, myself or Andres, the host of the podcast, and the other person is. I don't have the custom finished because I don't know. I want like a bird, something like that, because I want to make like a video of two people. This is Proud of Stars, and I want to introduce this character in the podcast because I want to make like a reference of verse in the Bible about Pablo and the ideas that he had in that time. So that's the idea. Well, I want to show you the idea to have the custom and because I want to make this type of podcast like an interview between two people. So I want to make some sense about this, like me talking about the interview and telling you my ideas to ideas about the interview to the church, to the brothers of the church. So Paul of Tars have his ideas and my ideas. So you can make this difference with the costume and that's all. So I don't want to spend more time in these videos with my cell phone, but I want to introduce this idea and showing you that before my script because you don't understand the reason that I have in the script the name of Power Stars and my name, the name of the host. So I hope that with this first video to explain my idea to the podcast. So that's all. Thank you, and I'm going to see you behind my computer after this video. So thanks. Hi everyone. This is my second assignment, and I want to show you display you the screen of my computer. So this is the final script with some details because I check the grammar and the structure of my script, but I want to I want a feedback to the script because I want to make some to fix some mistakes that I made. Teacher, I sent you the first version of the script, and I want to show you the version 2 of my final script for the final project. And so I want to make the podcast with three parts, like the introduction, the climax, and the resolution. And I have these titles of around the script, like resolution. And the beginning I have introduction, approach, and the climax. So the script that I made is like a step by step of the podcast that I want to make, and that, as you can see, it's like make a video of background to make it more professional, and I want that I will make to like an introduction video to the podcast, because I don't know, I want to make a good project. I want to improve my skills in the edition, and I want to make this video for the introduction to make it more professional. So after the introduction video, like a real podcast, like I don't know, and the name of my podcast is God for Your Life, and I am the host. This is me. I didn't want to put my name, because I don't know, host is a better form to it's a better way to put myself in the script. So I am the host. So hi and welcome back to your favorite podcast. I wanted to make like an introduction of me, an introduction for the podcast. So the name of the podcast is God for Your Life. And I present my name. My name is Andres, and this is your podcast, and this is the first chapter. So that's the main idea to this introduction or approach, and to say hi everyone in the to the listeners of the podcast. So I make these questions: do you believe in God? How do you feel God's in your life? And why do you decide to give Him your life? So it's like an invitation to the podcast and to listeners. So I want to make this introduction to the church. Like, I don't want to forget to tell you to follow us in Facebook, to make like promotion of the page of Facebook, like Iglesia Lavaré, that I showed you the page in the first assignment. And that's all for the introduction. So in the climax, I want to introduce the character that I made in the first part of this video, the Saul of Tarsus, or Paul of Tarsus. And I make this joke that we traveled in time, through time, to through time, to bring him to talk about this experience, these ideas, this topic of religion. And I want that because I don't know, I think it's a creativity idea. So Paul, it's me, it's myself, but with different custom. And hi Andres, I'm very happy to be here, and thanks for the time. Like introduction of this character. So with the climax, I want to talk the first idea about a verse of the day, something like that, activity and like that, with Paul of Tarsus. And the verse of the day is this Psalm in 195, and like a review of that verse and the review of Paul. So I want to make this kind of video that you have. This first video of me making the review, and after that other scene or other angle with the review of Paul. And that's all. And this is other verse from Paul about that verse, and that's all. I want to make this kind of structure of all the podcast. And as you can see, it's a lot of of words, it's a lot of script, because I want to make a great final project. And so after all of this introduction or climax of the verse, I want to make to explain the step by step as a service in my church. So the first steps are up to the church and all the description of that step. And step by step of this. The final step is the preaching with our pastor, and it's the most important step because it's the message of the God. So the review of Paul, that's the truth. The most important step is the message of God, and that's I want to make that activity, that action, to make a better podcast, a creative podcast, and make it more dynamic. Not only me talking with the camera and saying a lot of verses of the Bible, and I want to make it so. Therefore, at this moment is the idea, the main idea of the podcast, that I make some interviews with the brothers in the church to understand the faith behind her feelings and their belief in God. And Paul want to hear about that, and that's the beginning of the climax, or the middle of the climax, that it's me making the question of the interview, and I'm going to put a video with this part. This is the script of the video that I made. And what is your religion? What do you believe in? Play the video with Abigail answers. And this is the translate or the script for the video. In the video, I said, what is your religion? What do you believe in? And my cousin Abigail will say, my religion is Apostolic Pentecostal, and I want to make this translation and put captions in the videos, because I have the videos like this of well, you see, but like this. It's in Spanish, so it's like a short interviews with the brothers of the church, and I want to make this to put these captions of that we said in that interview. So I think the same way. After all the answers and the captions in the questions, like what is religion, and religion is Apostolic Pentecostal, I want to give my review. I think the same way, that for that reasons, like in Acts 2:38 say this, and Paul has other different opinion, because Paul Paul wrote a lot of letters in the past, so Paul have a lot of ideas, like Romans 6:30, that we believe in one God, one sacrifice. And I say in my letter to Romans, know you know that as many of us as were baptized into Jesus Christ were baptized into his death. And that's the main idea, that make the interview, question answer, review of myself, and review of Paul, the custom, me with a custom of Paul. So this is the script and the structure. Me again, what does faith mean to you? Play the video, make the put the video with the captions, and my review, the review of Paul, some verse with that idea. And this part repeats a lot, because I have the interview with my cousin as Miguel answers, and this is other with, let's begin with other interview. This is with Mario brother, and with my brother Mario, and this is that is the interview that I show you in this part. So it's Mario answer, Mario question, and that's all. They are the same questions to Mario, to Abigail, my cousin, and this part it's incomplete it's the final interview with the Pastor Jonathan Cortez. I have the same questions, I have the same answers, but I don't have the caption or the script or the translation to the video. So with my review and the review of Paul. So this is the resolution. I want to make a pray with my own words, like we're into the end of the podcast. So do you want to tell you some verse to finish the podcast? This is the final verse for the podcast, and this is the final verse. And I have an idea to make a pray at the final of the podcast, but I don't know where I put. I believe it's not personal, but I am grateful. I love to say to God. No, I put the idea to make a pray, but I don't know where. I want to pray with you at the end of the podcast if you want. This is the sentences that Paul said me. I want to pray with you, and he's every day we're going to pray at the end of the podcast if God gives us time. So I want to make a prayer after this part, like it's time to pray, and I want to make this like thanks God for all the day that I want to give you all my love for you, because all the help that you give me this day with my family, with my friends, and that's the idea. So at this moment I have this for the final project, and I don't know, I want to make it. I hope that you like it for a teacher. I hope that you like the ideas, my pronunciation, my grammar, because I want to make a good work for you, a good final project and podcast. I don't know, I think it's a interesting topic, and this is all. It's a hard work, because I don't know, it's a lot of work to make an edit of these videos, of this script, and all of these interviews. I don't know, and the custom. I hope that you like it, teacher. And that's all. Thank you for watching me for this second assignment, and see you later, teacher.